Chapter 1177. Michael tried to endure the itching, and when he rushed home, Lucy was cooking dinner. Seeing that Michael liked to eat abalone made by herself at noon, she was ready to continue to please him, so in the afternoon when Michael went out with the lady, she went to the vegetable market again. This time, she bought a large king crab for Michael. The king crab was big and delicious, and it was Michael's favorite. And this king crab is not cheap. She bought the big one, which cost more than 3,000. Originally, Lucy had no money, so she gave all the money to the lady, but she had an idea and stole a high-end imported cooking machine from the kitchen. By the way, she ordered 2 bottles of wine from the underground wine cellar and took them out. Sold it for $30,000. Lucy planned that the remaining money would not be reported to the lady, and she would save it to go to the hospital for an abortion tomorrow, and treat her venereal disease by the way. When the lady went home, she didn't care to settle the account with Lucy. She bought a lot of disinfectant on the road. When she got home, she went back to her room and began to give her room, corridor, bathroom and terrace all round disinfection and sterilization. After receiving Michael's inspection report and confirming that he did not have AIDS, the lady was still not at ease, so she wiped all the places she could touch with alcohol. Michael entered the door with a black face at this time. As soon as he entered the door, he smelled fishy and fresh crabs. He was wondering. Lucy came out of the kitchen wearing an apron and said with a smile, "Oh, my husband, are you back? I steamed you your favorite king crab. You want to eat more tonight? If you like to drink, drink half a bottle of wine to moisturize it." Michael was already half to death, but when he heard this, his whole body almost burst. At noon, you stinky lady cheated me. At night, you still want to eat seafood and drink liquor for me. By the way, I haven't counted you on the fact that you infected me with a disease. Thinking of this, Michael rushed forward immediately, slapped Lucy's face with a slap, and directly knocked her to the ground. Before Lucy could react, Michael rode on her, angrily and bowed left and right. The slap was almost as if he didn't need money, and he slapped to death. Lucy was beaten up and yelled, and the entire villa was like a pig. Harold and Olivia rushed out of their respective rooms, and when they saw their parents were fighting again, they hurried forward to fight. Harold couldn't help saying, "Dad, what's the matter with you? Haven't you separated from your mother? Why are you fighting again?" "Yes, Dad," Olivia also said hurriedly. Mr. Whale specifically explained that the two of you must not fight each other. What if he blames it? Michael slammed Lucy's face with a fist, and said angrily, "I'm going to beat, even if you are the king of heaven today, you can't stop me from beating her." As he said, he scolded angrily, "You stinky shameless BTCH, you infected me with a disease, and you deliberately made seafood for me. What do you mean? You want to kill me? You give it to me. With so many green hat things, I haven't even calculated it yet, so you dare to slap me against me." When Lucy heard this, she was immediately stunned. She cried and said, "My husband, I really don't know, you are sick. If you kill me, I can't make seafood for you." While pumping her, Michael cursed with gritted teeth, "You still pretend to me that you don't get sick yourself, don't you know it yourself?" Lucy cried, "I did get sick, but I didn't expect to be able to infect you. After all, we have only been there once since I came back. Since then, every time you have sex with me, did I refuse you every time? You lied to me, insisted on doing things with me. I also found all kinds of excuses to refuse. Why? Isn't it just because I'm afraid of infecting you?" Michael slapped again and yelled, "You f'king infected me, don't you know?" Harold and Olivia were about to collapse almost embarrassingly. Listening to this, "My mother has infected my father with a venereal disease. Where did this venereal disease come from?" Of course they both knew it well. STDs must come from the same source as the child in the mother's stomach.